Okay, to set up your own home studio, the essentials are, first of all, you have to have, in this day and age, unless you're going to do a tape machine, you got to have a computer. Um, that's obviously essential. Get the biggest, baddest computer you can find. Macs are great. I have a first generation G5 that actually works great. Still works great for me, and I find Apple products generally are great for audio. I've seen, I think, one PC the entire time I've been in Nashville, actually doing recording. Not to say you can't do it with a PC, but I find that Macs are great, and they work with several programs, and so you have to have a computer. That's number one. Number two is you have to have an interface, and you have to have some software. Now I have this just 002 Digi 002 rack, which is by a company called DigiDesign, who they're the makers of Pro Tools. And when you buy a Pro Tools interface, it comes with the software, so you get two in one. And I find that there's a lot of programs out there, but I would just say this to anyone watching: just get Pro Tools, because whatever you have to say about whether it's a better program or worse than others, everybody uses it, and you're going to have compatibility across. If someone goes to a big studio in Nashville or wherever, L.A. or New York, 99 times out of 100 they're going to be recording on Pro Tools. So you want to be compatible with that. You want to be comfortable knowing Pro Tools. So I would say definitely get a Pro Tools interface. There's all sorts of them. This is kind of the I guess it's the top end LE interface, which is Pro Tools limited edition or light edition, which is a little bit limited from Pro Tools HD, but can still definitely get the job done. And in a home situation, I don't think you need HD. The only time you're going to need HD is if you're recording 24 tracks at a time, or if you're trying to record a full band or whatever. But LE has gotten the job done for me. So that's the second thing you'd need is an interface. You need a computer. You need an interface with software. You also need studio monitors. Now, just there's again with these, there's all sorts of different brands, and you can buy a set of monitors for $100 if you want to get cheap monitors. I have these events; they're about $1,000 a pair, or about $1,200 a pair, and this is the ASP8 model. They're active. They have the amplifiers built in and everything, and they work great, really great for me. Maybe even before studio monitors, you need a good microphone. Now there's one behind me. The one I use is a Soundalux U195, and it's just a cardioid condenser. Cardioid means it just picks up in the front. It's just one direction, and it's a condenser mic, and it's about $1,000, and it sounds great on pretty much whatever. I've used it for anything you can imagine: vocals, guitars, acoustic guitars, as well as guitar amps. I've used it on drum overheads sometimes. I've used it on shakers and tambourines and everything. But you need a good microphone. Now, with a good computer, microphone, interface with software, and studio monitors, you can be recording in today's day and age, you can be recording at a near professional level, which is pretty amazing because it's pretty affordable to get these things for an investment of a few $1,000s. You can be up and recording, and that's exciting. If you want to take it to the next level, the preamps and the converters are not the greatest that are built into this interface. So I got an external preamp here, which is sort of a Neve knockoff. It's a Chinese-made. It's a company called Chameleon Labs, and this is a just single-channel mic pre and EQ. And I have this going into this, which I just got, 1176, which you've probably seen in big studios if you've ever been there. This is about a $1,500 piece, and this is about a $700 preamp here. This 1176, this is a limiter, and I've found that this is just sort of the I don't know what to call it, the good sounding box. You know, it just, anything that goes through it, it just helps to make everything a little bit more uniform and makes it much more manageable once you get it inside Pro Tools. But I have done professional level stuff even without this gear. But this gear definitely takes it to the next level. I feel like, especially when you get a lot of tracks stacked up on top of each other, having a nice preamp, whatever it is, there's a lot of good preamps out there. Having a nice preamp and a limiter on the front end going in. There's plugins and stuff you can use too, but nothing really can take the place of a good preamp and limiter going in. But with a modest little setup like this, I've done like I said, professional level stuff, and I've done major label projects, going through this little system that I have. And I've done, entire records of my own and of artists that I'm producing, entire records except for maybe the drums, which we go to a big studio with a nice sounding room. We'll go and record the drums for one day, and then we'll come back here and do everything else in this room just with this gear.